Okay, what's up, guys? Gooniac here. Just waiting for a couple more people to show up, and then we will get started. Thanks for hanging out with us again. Slowly starting to figure this thing out. It's pretty simple. Oop, there's Nate. We're not ready yet, Nate.
I know. I meant to click the mute button, not the camera.
It's all good. It's all good. It's funny. Oh.
You got a sneak peek at my ugly face, finally. They've only seen me with hat and glasses.
Looking all serious.
Well, they saw me a little bit in the SU-30 Afterburner installation, but
yeah,
that's about it.
So, guys, I'm adding wrenches to those of you that don't have them.
Oh, was I wrenched?
You weren't, but you are now.
Thank you.
You weren't, but you are now.
Thank you.
If you're watching on YouTube, mute it.
No, yeah, I was just checking it.
Okay.
Just because it seems like the chat here on the stream yard thing is a little bit slower than YouTube, so in case like a question pops up, I can be on the chat on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 seconds behind.
So, yeah.
I've got them both going. All right, I see 11 people. I think that's enough.
Yep.
Let's go.
All righty. Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys? As you can see, well, that way. No, that way. Nate has lots of planes.
Yes.
His YouTube channel, not YouTube, his Instagram channel is Nate Loves Planes. And yeah, he does.
It's pretty clear. Yeah, I do love planes.
Yeah.
No garage. They're all stuffed in my room. I've got about 20 airplanes in here. You know, I've got 8 hanging on the ceiling. I got my SU-30 and my F-22 over here. I've got some like planes in my closet. So yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Got to reboot delay.
What?
I don't know what that means. I don't see any issue on mine.
No, it looks all good for me.
Okay. Keon may need. Yeah, he might have to check his notes.
I got the notification. I was getting the notification. It was saying like live in an hour, live in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, I got everything.
Who's Eric G? Hey, Eric G. Yeah, he's got a wrench. Okay, cool. Most people in here are wrenched. Skyblazer's got one. Okay, cool. So cool. So, to those of you here, as you can see, I've got a little description there talking about what we're going to talk about. Something Nate and I didn't really practice, but we're actually fairly good at it. Flying an RC formation.
Mm-hmm.
But before we start doing that, Nate, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, because you haven't been on. I've been on a few times, but tell everybody about you when you started flying RC, how long you've been flying RC, what you like about it, blah, 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 so forth, so on. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm Nate, obviously. I'm 15 years old. I started flying RC about 8 years ago now. When I started when I was 7. I just love RC flying. You know, I started flying at a place in Santa Clara County called Tomcats. You know, now I'm flying in Livermore with Ray. And I also fly full scale. I started flying full scale when I was 10. And now I'm able to fly solo in gliders. And my mom has her private pilot's license. And we just bought a plane, a Cessna 172. And we've been flying that, you know, working out its kinks and stuff. But yeah, so quick brief.
Okay, cool. And we've been flying together how long?
Well, let's see. I met you at Bayside when you almost flew your F-16 into my $1,500 family.
That's right. Oops.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault. I was the one hovering right in the middle of the airspace. But what, like almost 3 years now, maybe?
More than that, I think. 2000. Yeah, maybe 3, maybe a little more.
Because I remember you posted our first formation flight, or somewhat. I had that red FMS Futura.
That's right.
You were flying your little FMS Avanti. That wasn't really a formation flight. You just kind of followed me around.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
That's all good. But I mean, that kind of segues in what we were talking about, because then we're able to figure out how each other flies and what it is that we do. So, what do you do to get used to the whole formation thing? How does it work for you?
Well, I mean, obviously, back when I first started flying, with Keon's in here, and then we've had Keon, Max, and then we used to do that kind of stuff. We'd chase each other around, play around and stuff, and it's just getting used to how each other flies. And then the key to formation flying, in my opinion, is to just stick with your line and hold your line and don't think about it. Just fly your airplane, and you just got someone mirroring what you're doing. So when I fly with Ray, it's either he follows me or I follow him. Just stick with it. Don't freak out. Just follow. The way I fly formation, if you're flying with somebody, the best way to do it is have someone just fly and then have the other one follow.
Yeah, so, even that's kind of hard, though. The funny thing is, it has a lot to do with spatial awareness.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'll give a couple pointers for what I normally do, because it's always easier for me to follow, because I'm pretty good at figuring out where.
Yeah.
Ooh, my cat's first flying around. I'm pretty good at figuring out where the planes are. My spatial awareness is pretty good. My depth perception is pretty good. If you have a problem with depth perception, maybe formation's not your thing, because you will fly into.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, but I actually have depth perception problems. I mean, I have really good eyesight, but I've had, depth perception problems, flying and stuff. But, I don't know. It's just, you get used to it. I mean, flying with Ray, figuring out his flying ethic, that really helps. And it really helps when the two that are doing formation are both good at it. So you can kind of it's not so much I'm following him or he's following me. It's like we're both, looking at each other, we're flying. That's That makes sense.
And I remember watching the full scale Reno air races when they were doing the school, the what do they call it, the pylon school.
Yeah, pylon.
And I watched a couple pilots doing that. And one of the most important things that they said is, if you're going to pass when flying at Reno, because basically Reno's like flying in formation, even though you're supposedly racing. One thing they always said was, if you're going to pass, you can only pass on the outside. Mm-hmm. So that means taking the longer way around.
Yeah.
So
and that's the key to formation, is the person who's following flies on the outside.
Always flies on the outside. So if you're making a turn to the left, that person's going to be on your right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you've got the wider turn radius. It's easier on you. If you stay inside of the turn, and that's where you guys have mid-airs.
Okay. Yeah, and there's that one video with those hawks over in Germany, I think it was. Did you see that? And the guy cut in, and it was just a huge.
Did you see the video of last year in Reno, the two L-39s that hit each other?
That could have been really bad.
That jet that got hit and got its wing taken off lives at Hollister, our home airport, and I got to see the damage. It was missing. They're tearing it apart. They're fixing it.
They trucked it home, right?
Mm-hmm. The woman who is part of it's Minjet is the racing team. The woman who works on all the jets and who's their mechanic, she takes flight lessons with our flight instructor. So we talk about all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
That white the race number 5, that white jet lives in Hollister too.
Oh, okay, cool. So both of them. So
yeah, the whole Minjet team.
That could have been really bad if that plane wouldn't have pitched up the way that it did.
That would have been really bad.
Yeah. Oh, Keon.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Keon with the Afterburner stuff.
It's all right. Ryan O, hey, nice to see you. You're gonna be a moderator. There's your wrench, my friend.
I was watching turbines crashing today, money burning. Yes, EQ. That's all.
So, your formation stuff, did it start when you were flying with me, or did you fly with other people like that too?
I was never like good at formation before, and I'm still not great at it. But yeah, back with Keon in the chat, my other friends back at Tomcats, we used to just chase each other around and try to do formation and stuff.
Yep. And then that's kind of where you get better at it. You chase people around, and then you kind of figure out, oh, okay, well, if I see what he's going to do, then I can try to pull up alongside him.
Hey, Air Marshal, what's going on?
RC Air Marshal, what's up?
And then Ryan O asked, Nate, how do you hang out that Corsair? Well, all my planes, I don't know if you can see that that bar right there. It's basically a lighting track, and I have little hooks that have an adjustable locking nut, and they have little clamps, and basically I slide them in on the end, and I just use regular like bungee cord. It's not bungee cord. It's like regular rope, and then I just line duct tape on it so it doesn't dig into the foam. But yeah, that's how I hang all my planes. I can take those hooks off. I can add more, but that's how I do that. I used to have it where I would like find the beams in the wall and the ceiling, and I'd screw little threaded hooks. But if an earthquake hit or something, I remember a few years back we had that little earthquake, and I landed up. I'm sitting on my bed. I have planes hanging above my head, and I woke up one time with a plane on my lap. So we recently redid the house, and our contractor thought of that and worked really well.
Looks good to me.
Mm-hmm. And I can adjust.
So, hey,
can make it look.
What planes do you have in there? Can you give us a tour, or is it going to be too much to move my computer around?
I'm just, I'm not going to carry my computer around, but on the ceiling I've got, my Flightline Corsair, my Freewing F-16, my recently purchased E-Flight Mustang, and then if you guys are familiar with Ray's channel, Ray bought that Sky Sword, what, 2 years back?
2 years, yeah, 2 years ago.
And then back in August, he sold it to me, and this past week I was like, the pink was kind of fading, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but it got a repaint. Looks really good. I got to get a new receiver for it, though. And then I got my T-33 above my head, my F-86 with LEDs, my L-39, and then my old Carbon Z T-28. And then down on the floor, there's actually a little space between here. I keep my Mirage down here. I've got an old Hangar 9 Twin Otter that I keep down there. That thing's awesome. Can't buy those anymore. And then I've got my F-22 and my Su-30, and then I got some other airplanes in the closet. And if I open that closet, they're all going to fall out. But like my F-4's in there. I have an old kit-built ugly stick that I converted to electric.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that's one of the first planes I helped you with back in the days, because you had the brake on, and I told you to turn the brake off.
Oh yeah.
That helps slow it down.
I would like to say Nate is the worst fly formation.
Oh God, freaking Keon. Of course he'd say
shut up,
that.
Keon. Shut up.
It happens.
That's why I got another one, because yeah, we weren't really flying formation. We were just kind of screwing around. And I did not slam into Max. Max slammed into me. Granted, I did cut him off, but his propeller did take off my tail, which I never ended. His plane hit the ground harder than mine, and his plane had no damage. He lost the damn pitot tube on the wing.
And I don't know if we got video of that. That would have been good.
No, nobody. It was not on video.
Oh, and I think that's right. I hadn't turned my camera on yet.
Yeah, you were going to fly, and freaking Mike, Keon landing, and Mike runs on the runway.
So let's see. Somebody said, I have depth perception problems, but I try to keep the vertical separation and or front to back separation on down one, up one, and base legs. So in that case, you'd be the one that would be leading the formation if possible.
Yeah, he would be the one that would be being followed.
Right. And it's not going to be the same for everyone. It just depends on what works for you. But from what I found, the people who are new to it, best thing to do is have them lead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
don't touch your throttle stick. Just make real shallow turns.
Yeah.
And,
good example of that is a few months back. You'd have to scroll through the race channel, but our good little friend Jack, 9-year-old Jack. You guys have probably seen it on Race Channel how he flies the Blue Race Hawk and he has that Avanti. He had never done any sort of formation before, and he was leading the formation. And me and Ray were like tucked in on his wings, and he stuck with it. He didn't get nervous. That's the other key: is don't get nervous, don't flinch.
If somebody moves or gets out of position, keep going the same direction you are, and make a slight correction slowly.
Yeah. Well,
sudden moves are what messes you up.
Communicate with each other when you're flying.
Yep. Kind of hard to do with the whole social distancing thing now, but yeah.
Yeah. Me and Ray got that one time to fly at the middle school. Now it's closed.
It's gone. 'Tis gone.
Apparently, Mike, another school near his house has a really long road to enter it, so he thinks he's gonna fly up there, try it out.
Where at?
It's in Tracy. There's a school near his house, and it has the road leading up to it is I guess it's 1,000 feet long. So he's gonna try to fly up there, and it's a big open field.
Okay.
I flew at that field with him, and it was a big open field, and it had only 100-foot piece of AstroTurf out there. Keon, you don't scare the crap out of us. We just give you shit for how you can't fly formation.
No, he he never stays. He'll do half a lap and jump out.
Yeah, Keon will do half a lap, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gone." Yeah, he says, "I love when I'm formed up, snap and scare the crap out of him."
This is boring. Gotta go. So let's see how many people we got in here.
The formation thing is good with us too because we all fly like idiots, you know. We don't mind taking that risk.
Yeah, hey Ryan, we've Nate and I both have flown in the assassin gaggle that they have at our field. And we tend to take people out.
Yeah, Ray flies that battle wing. The most recent one, someone gave me their assassin to fly, and I took out 4 people. Because all they do is they fly formation, and I'm just, they're all going upwind, and I'm the one coming downwind. I just take them out. I hit one of them so hard, I actually broke their airplane. I broke their assassin. And that's very hard to do.
Yep. Hey, Mike Keller.
Mike Keller, what's up?
So, yeah, I mean, that's the basics. It's hard to, you have to, number one, don't be afraid to do it.
Yeah.
Start far away, and then, slowly get closer.
And another thing you can do too is do it with a plane, that's, if you lose it,
expendable.
Oh well.
Yeah. Wreck-em Roy, what's happening?
Hey, Wreck-em Roy.
If you like your plane, if you're afraid of your plane,
yeah.
If you're afraid of crashing it, killing it.
Those little E-flight Mustangs are perfect for formation. I love those little things. Because if you
I've got that Arrows hobby plane coming too, so we'll be able to do formation with that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You won that little P-47 on Kenny's show.
Yep.
Ray,
can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. You're kind of chopping up.
Oh, sorry. I was bumping my mic.
Yeah, the stream is.
Uh-oh. Still there? Did I lose you, Nate? Might have lost Nate. We'll get him back. There he is.
There we go. We're back.
Okay. What happened?
I don't know. LJ Hobby Life is in here. Give LJ Hobby Life a wrench.
What's up, LJ? Let me see. Where are you? You, my friend, have a wrench.
Gooniac, you were funny. Looks like Nate is back. Yes, I'm back. I got
That's the first time we've had Nate on here, so.
Yeah.
There it is. So anything else anybody wants to talk about? Any questions? Any?
Oh, we got Chuck G and Deuces Wild in here.
Deuces is here too? Hey, Deuce.
We got 21 people in the room.
Cool.
Afternoon, Jimmy. Thank you for the wrench, guys.
Very good. Very welcome. Oop. Okay, gotta go. Be right back.
He looks like I'm about to go now. Must be a plane flying over. Oh, don't. Planes. What was there, a plane flying over, Red? Oh, you can't hear me. He's there and got his headphones on.
Just trying to run out and get a video of whatever that was flying over.
Your
cool.
mic is good. That thing was loud.
It was a Piaggio Avanti. I thought it was a.
Oh, that must have been. Was it? It was a Piaggio.
Yeah.
That must have been FJC spotter then.
Maybe.
Because he flies the Piaggio.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Maybe it was. It was a blue. It was white and blue.
That might have been his, yeah, or not his. Yeah, thank you. I've got quite the collection in here. You can see. Just did a tour here a couple minutes back. You missed it.
Yes, Keon, I've seen them. I've gotten like 4 passes right over my house.
They must have changed. Are they which runway are they landing? Are they landing on 3-2?
It's the same one, but they're doing short finals, so they're cutting.
Okay, I was going to say, because they haven't been flying over my house. Usually if they're going on a long final, they go right over my house. And they pass you. Right. They must be doing the tighter pattern.
They've been doing a real tight pattern. I got 2 passes over me, but all the others have been cut short.
They want to socially distance themselves from San Jose Airport.
So let's see. Let me open that door. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to mute my mic for a second. I'll be back.
Kevin Trappin, what's up? Few F5 and F16 been flying over the house today. That's cool, LJ. Yeah, we live. Me and Ray live right by an airbase, so we get a lot of airplanes and military stuff flying over. Hey, Kevin, what's up? We got 24 people in here.
Cool. Hey, guys. Who's that? Who just showed up?
Looks like Kevin Trappin.
Kevin. All right. So yeah, I just propped my door open so I can pop out real quick if something cool flies over.
Nate, what's your favorite airplane? Tell everyone. That's really hard. That's hard for me. It's probably the F-22 or over there. That thing is just the best overall flying jet, in my opinion. I hear kids screaming.
Yeah, I do too. The kid next door. I don't have a favorite. I have a whole bunch of planes I like. It just depends on my mood.
Yeah, same with me.
For EF, that one back there, the F-18. That's my best all-around plane. I can fly that anywhere.
To be honest with you, I think the best all-around plane at EDF I have now is probably that L-39.
I haven't seen that yet.
LOL, the kid next door. Keon's texting me.
Yeah.
Sorry you heard that ding.
That kid's dad's a pilot.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think the best all-around jet that I'm used to mostly is probably the F-22, but the L-39, that thing with that new setup is a beast.
I have to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. And Yeah, that setup is heavy, but it doesn't affect that plane because I mean,
Yes, that is the FMS F-18. Huge M1.
but yeah, the Su-30 is becoming one of my new favorites. Now that I've flown it, yeah, Deuces, it is an awesome plane, but yours has the old Outrunner, man. Mine's the new high performance with the Inrunner. Whew, that thing is a beast. Everybody, I was flying it in my grandma's front yard, right? And all the neighbors were like, "Holy crap, that's the fastest plane you've flown out here." I'm like, "Yeah, it's really fast." It's got
Yeah, I kind of want to get one, like I told you, Nate, and get the FMS to put in there just to compare it to yours.
another favorite of mine is the T-33. The T-33 flies awesome. That's my plane that I'm now so comfortable with that I fly it like a complete idiot and take Ray's head off.
That's why you were saying your depth perception is not good. Don't tell me that.
Well, when it's right in my face, I like to think it's good.
Yeah, well, if it's right upside my head, then I'll for sure know it's not.
Can't be as bad as when I almost took your head off with the Corsair, right?
Yeah, that one actually scared me.
Scooter
Scooter Genie, hey, I know who you are.
Who's this? Charlie?
Charles Adams, yeah, hey, how you doing? I'll add you a wrench too, my friend.
So how do you guys judge distance from each other while formation flying? We just kind of wing it, for being honest.
Well, it's hard to do with planes that you don't.
It's
that
hard
are
to do.
dissimilar in different sizes. It's probably Keon still, right?
No, it's. Did you hear the ding? Is that what
I did. Yeah, I hear ding.
Yeah, that's my laptop. No,
Hey,
Mike's telling me he's on the live. Love RC's here. Let's hit Love RC with a wrench.
man, your phone is fast. Holy crap! You're seeing people way before me. So yeah, the thing is with planes, we try to do formation with planes that we're really familiar with, and also I have a couple of videos. I'd show them if my computer would let me, but I always take a couple laps to get used to it if it's a different size plane.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're able to figure out, especially the one following that's on the other person's wing, outside of on the outside of the formation, that helps the most.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wing it, to be honest.
If you see a shadow, you're too close.
What's better, JP fan or Dr. Mad Press? Deuces, the JP fans are really cool. The problem is they get a lot of air restriction because they got all that junk in front of the rotor.
Yeah.
And Dr. Mad Thrust fans, I have the only plane I have a Dr. Mad Thrust motor in is that Skyfall that I got from Mr. Gooniac. Copters, crawlers, and planes are the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, hey, I know who that is.
There's one guy in our club I formation fly with. Many others are too scared. Yeah, I love RC. You got to be willing to take the risk.
Now, I got to give a shout out to a friend of mine. He's not on here right now, unless he's watching. The whole formation thing, I started that a long time ago with a couple other people.
Frank.
The one I got the best at it with was Frank. And we used to do that with a little 50 millimeter plane, 50 millimeter
that's
EDFs.
hard. That's hard.
Yeah, but we used to do it, and we'd hand launch right from hand launch. We were in formation.
Craig Beaver. I really like to fly in formation. Have only one dude that is brave enough to do it.
Oh, Craig. Hey, what's up, Craig? You're gonna get a wrench too, my friend. There's another wrench for you. Yeah, Frank and I, we used to do that a lot. We had a little. There used to be FMS or airfield.
My phone's showing that the stream's frozen. I don't know if that's just me.
It's just you because it's moving on mine.
Okay.
But we had FMS, little FMS 980 Warbirds.
Oh yeah.
Actually, less than that. They're smaller than that. They're really small.
No, they were 980. The FMSs.
Were they?
Yeah, like the KI-1 and the P-47.
No, they were smaller. These were smaller than that.
Oh, they were like probably 850.
850, that's it. And we had these FW-190s that we'd fly in formation. That was cool. My 800. There you go, LJ Hobby Life. He's right, 800. We had these rocket motors from what do you call it? from nitroplanes, and we made those things rocket ships on 3S. And we got really good with those in formation. Then we had a whole bunch of friends that we'd fly the turbojets in formation up at Rancho back before they closed that down.
For
So
EDS.
I've been doing it for a while, but the one that I actually got really good with was Frank. And we still are to this day when we do fly. We flew at Crows a couple months ago now. We did some cool formation. I think the best one that we did was just recently with the Su-30 and the F-35, where I was chasing them around.
Yeah.
Like it was a dogfight.
We did that too. You were hugging my tail.
That's right. With the F-35, was it, or something else?
You were doing with the it was the same thing. F-35 and my Su-30.
Yeah, F-35. It's good because you can zing right up on that thing. Go ahead. So let me catch up on the chat here if I can.
Look like the blowers on this guy. Get it dark in here and I'll light up the afterburner so people can really see how bright they are on this plane. I don't know if you guys saw Ray's channel, but about a month back now when we flew at my local middle school, you guys can see the burners on the Su-30. I mean, Ray can back me up too. These things hurt your eyes.
Yeah, they did, literally.
The
F-16, it was like that too. If the sky's a little dim, even when the sky's not dim, and once I got the F-35 with the interior of the exhaust painted, that helped too.
Mm-hmm. This Su-30.
Wreckham Roy, I don't know what you're talking about. Livermore Dam.
See here? Are they rebuilding Livermore Dam? I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know what that is.
Run 100.
But this thing, the reputation this thing's gotten, it doesn't deserve that at all. People saying, "Oh, it's underpowered."
No.
It's not an underpowered plane, people. You got to just fly it right. You got to fly it like a heavy plane because it's heavy.
We don't burn light here. You know that, Keon.
Oh, shut up, Keon. Isn't the light burner brighter?
Craig, let me go grab it. I'll show you. I'll be right back, Nate.
All right. Did you paint? Oh, yeah, Craig, with the white paint. Helps diffuse the light.
Sit down.
All right. Let's get some fiery booty action in here. Get it as dark as I can in here.
Throttle cut.
Just so you guys can really see how bright these are. I mean, Jesus. And yes.
Yeah, that's pretty bright.
Hold on, let me get it. They do flicker, people.
So, Craig, two things I did. Let's see. Number one, I changed that color. This was originally that kind of goofy off gold color.
I know. I don't know why they did that.
This is wrong. They tried to make it look like the real one, but what I did was I painted this white. I just used regular acrylic paint.
Throttle cut.
I used a brush. And that actually helped a lot. When I was flying with Nate at that school,
Yeah, you could really see it.
you could really see it.
And that wasn't even fully painted up yet. That was still like just.
No, that was just one light coat.
Now, did you do that with a spray can or with a brush?
No, I did it with a brush. I could have done it with a can. I just couldn't get to the paint.
You didn't want to spray your whole airplane white.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be back.
All right. Type in the chat if you guys want to see anything. If you guys want to see a plane that I did with LEDs, let me know. I will be glad to show you some LED stuff. if you guys want to see an airplane that I put LEDs on or give an explanation as to how I do it, I will gladly answer your questions. Hey, Max is here. Let's go. We got Max in the room.
I was doing the too many plane shuffle. What's up, Max? Oh, and EQ, yeah, I saw the video. I just liked it. Thanks for posting that.
I need to watch that video too.
Bruce Beamer, you didn't get notified of this? If not, I don't know why. It was reminding some people.
YouTube's been so weird with that stuff lately. I didn't get the notification for you and Air Marshals live. I haven't been getting Jeff and Dustin's live.
Have you clicked on their channels to have it notified?
Yeah, I have it. I have subscribed and notified.
Yeah, EQ, that plane looked good. Looks really good.
31 people in here. Wow.
Yeah, hey everybody. Let's see who else here. I need to look on my phone. Let's see.
I can't do that. I'm not the host.
That's all right. Let me see. Doesn't show me there. Doesn't show me there. I'd have to look on the computer.
Freaking Mike's asked me, "Oh, can I FaceTime you and join the live?" I'm like, that's not really gonna work.
I get them an email first, and on YouTube about 10 minutes later. That's not right. Something's up with YouTube. Sorry, guys.
If you click,
That's part of the reason why I like to go live and then wait for a little bit so that people can have a chance to get in.
Keon.
What is it now?
Oh, Keon's text me. Don't let Mike join. That app is working better than Morgan's.
So, well, you probably hear a kid out in the back. There's a kid making noise. Anyway, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Mike, maybe one of these days, if we can figure out how to get you hooked up.
Well, I mean, Mike has a low IQ, so can't expect anything out of him.
Be nice, be nice.
I'm joking. I love messing with him.
Tell you guys to get a room again.
Don't even.
Yeah, I tried running a stream through YouTube. Those of you that had to witness that first crap stream that I tried that was funny with the funny faces, where it was ticking and popping and making all those noises, that wasn't me because I'm using that same computer. That was YouTube.
It's not so much the stream. Can we just talk about these thumbnails? What is this?
Hey, that's what? I got to get people's attention.
What
right?
is that?
That was pad Thai. Thai food. Tastes very good.
I thought it was paper in your mouth or something. I was like, what the hell?
No, it was pad Thai. It was very good pad Thai.
Okay. At least it was legit food. I thought you had paper in your mouth or something. I was like, what?
No. Yes, Bruce, I do like fries, but that wasn't fries that time.
Stuff that face.
That was lunchtime at work one day, and I had tasted some good stuff. No, not tapeworms. I hope not tapeworms, Mike SSI.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If it did, I'd lose all the weight that I need to. Tapeworm diet would do me some good.
Yeah, I could use some tapeworms too, to be honest. This whole stay-at-home thing, yeah.
Yeah, not good. DoorDash is the enemy.
Exactly. That's all I've been eating.
I've been shopping a few times. I need to go barbecue again, but
Yeah.
yeah, DoorDash is
Well,
bad.
at least I'm getting out of the house on Saturday. We're gonna go do some full scale flying. Keon, the wrench just shows that you're like a participant on the lives. It doesn't do anything.
No, and you're a moderator, so if somebody starts getting out of line, you can shut them up. Or if you get out of line, I take your wrench away.
Oh my god, that was bad. Pilot Ryan's giveaway, the cheater. That was
I don't know what.
bad. I felt so bad. It's like, come on.
Horrible.
It's like the people that are hacking the school classes. It's like, really? Are you that much of a jackass?
This is why we can't have nice things. So Nate, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Okay.
In text. But anyway, anybody have any other questions?
Yeah. We've been up for 45 minutes now. $29 people still in the room. It's good to hear.
You're gonna hear a ding. Don't reply on the air, just reply in there.
I think they closed the field, right? Didn't they?
No.
Not closed? Well,
just reply in text if you can. You don't have to do it now, just later.
Yeah, I'll just reply later. But
all right, let's see here. I'll get to the banners.
ESC, what do you use on your 90 millimeter? LJ, the 190 millimeter jet I own, my F-22 with the custom setup. I'm using the Hobby King Red Brick 200 amp ESC. That's a good ESC for a good price. $45 on Hobby King. See you, Chuck G. Hope that dinner hits the spot. So yeah, GB Linden show last night when I saw him unbox the Citation, seeing the flight videos, I was like, I think I need one. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I gave a shout out to GB. This headset came from his store. That was and they actually work pretty good. I got them on his store on Amazon. His Amazon store.
I just got here. Good love. Got to get him a wrench.
I just got here. Hey. We got lots of people coming in.
Yeah, still got 28 people been going for almost an hour. Goes way past end of motor. Love still shining.
So somebody was saying our field is closed. Yes, pretty much all the fields are closed in our area.
Yeah.
I used to have fields all over that we could go to. But no, gone. I don't think they're going to stay closed forever. It's just that they're going along with the shelter-in-place stuff. Especially at Livermore, where we go, a lot of people come from out of the area to go to it, which is kind of a no-no. So, and a lot of the club members are older.
Yeah.
Older retired people that are always there. And I think it's county land too, so they had to go along with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you guys have any other questions, just holler at us.
So yeah, I'm answering something real quick, Nate.
Yeah.
Let's see here. No field here. Yeah. Oh, I wish we had that. There is a place I can go. I haven't been out there yet, but there is a place to go. I think everything's shut down. So.
No field here, straight out of the driveway and onto the road. Mike Kell, that's the same thing. All the fields are closed. I've still got my grandma's front yard that I've been flying jets at. I go to Dublin quite often. Oh, LJ, you go to Dublin? Well, when this whole I was supposed to be stationed there in 2018. Well, if you ever come down to Dublin again, LJ, come down to Livermore, fly with us. Once this whole COVID thing stops, of course.
Oh, you're supposed to be stationed in Dublin. Okay. Are you? You must be in the Army then.
Yeah, I think he is in the Army. OJ.
My brother-in-law was in the Army. He was supposed to be stationed at Moffett, but then his unit got dissolved. So
Mm-hmm. County land, ours is private.
yeah, there's not much private land of any
GB,
kind.
we gotta get GB a wrench.
GB, just giving you props, GB. See these shiny little this cool headset. That's what I got from your store. So let's see. I got to get in there and give GB a wrench. GB, you have been wrenched.
GB Linden, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Thanks for the
EQ.
shout out on the stream.
I just got here. Need some too. Hey, EQ. I'm keeping my burner simple. I only want it to stay one light. There's other ways to do it, but it's too complicated. That's the opposite of what I like to do. I want things to be simple.
Yeah.
I want you to plug it in and it works. Don't want throttle calibration or a separate battery or programming or anything. Just plug it in and go.
Everything. It was just every other Afterburner on the market.
As it is now, you just plug it in and go.
Well,
And it works.
You want me to run them through one?
If you can, go ahead.
Sure. Which plane?
I've used Nate as a guinea pig on a few of my planes, so.
Which plane should I do?
Whatever's easiest.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's do the SU-30. All right. Actually, no, this plane's not going to be the easiest because I got the controller tucked away under the air brake. I'll grab the F-16. That plane's super small.
Yeah, I've got to get mine done. It's been sitting there for over a year. I have the time now. Got a couple days before all the burner parts show up, so maybe I'll get started.
Yeah. You need to get that thing done, man.
I have all the decals, just got to get the paint and go from there.
Yeah. All right. So, Gooniac Afterburners, you've got the LED, obviously, in the back of the tailpipe with a 3D printed adapter. And this isn't going to work very well because I just but the Afterburner wire is just a single positive and negative with JST connectors. So, and then you've got, I'll unplug this all here so y'all can see it. Actually, you know what? I have another controller just sitting around. So this is a little controller. That's it. And then it's got a servo lead with the positive wire chopped off, obviously. And then you've got your, I think it's the female NJST. And then you got a JST to 6S balancer adapter. And then you've got a male JST that plugs into the Afterburner unit. And then this guy plugs into your receiver. And all this is you can either plug this into a Y connector and go straight into your throttle, or you can do it the simpler way and put it on a spare channel.
So hey Nate, before you get started, let me do something too. You have that spare controller?
Yeah.
Okay, so you also have the adapter there too, right? Is that
this is a controller.
What about the little balance adapter? Do you have one there plugged into it? Okay, so see that? Unplug that balance adapter and then plug it directly into. So this is one thing that people have asked me about.
Oh yeah, I know.
So we're going to do a simple troubleshooting thing. The way that I have things set up there is no way to plug it in and fry it. So even if you take that adapter that he's got in his hand right there and plug it directly in to the
So
burner lead.
I unplug the afterburner from the controller. I'm just going to take the balance plug adapter.
So if you make a mistake and plug it in that way, or if you make a mistake and plug it in that way, all it's going to do is make the light turn on full bright.
And the way this is set up is, I can actually show them another thing too.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Mr. Gooniac used to run it to where this was your balance lead, and if you can see, this taps 6S out of your battery, and then he would use a little BEC to bump it down to 12 volts. But now these are set up to just run a straight 12 volts, and it's only pulling 3S out of your pack. So if I plug this directly in with no controller, all it's going to do is just make the light come on.
Right, comes on full bright. It just turns it on full bright. Yep.
And then, So
that's one way to troubleshoot if something happens and you don't see any light. You just take the unplug plug it in that way, and it'll check to see.
So this will determine if the light still works.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Deuce as well. It's the light themselves. All the controller does is control the brightness.
Yeah, and I'll show that. So the way I have this F16 set up is the lead coming out of the controller plugs into the auxiliary 1 port on my 6-channel receiver. And if you have an airplane and you have spare channels on your radio or your receiver, that is the better way to do it. And I can show them how to do it. It's very easy. So let me get on the F16 here, the model. And always, you feel free to jump in, Ray, if I take something wrong.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just typing in the chat.
So if you're on your airplane and you plug your afterburner lead into a separate channel, all you're going to do is scroll down. I don't know if this is going to show up, but you're going to scroll down to channel assign.
Yeah, you can see it.
Whoops. And then go to next. And I have my afterburner on aux 1, so I change the aux 1 to the throttle. So all you do is you go to aux 1, click it, and change the throttle. So now, plug the plane in, and then I plug in the afterburner lead. So if I want to test it now, if you run it on a Y cable, if you want to test it without the throttle, you'd have to unplug the ESC from your Y connector and power the receiver with a separate pack. But all I have to do now to run it, since it's on a spare channel, is just hit my throttle kill, and it'll automatically run. And the nice thing about a spare channel is you can go into like your servo setup. This is all for Spectrum. This isn't for like Futaba or anything else. But you can go into your servo setup and go to like speeds, and you can go to aux 1 and like set it so that the afterburner, when it comes on, it doesn't go to full bore like immediately. Like it takes some time. And I also have it to where when I chop my throttle, it takes a second to turn off. So you can do all that programming, and you can program in like flicker and stuff. So like I have it set so that when it first comes on, it flickers a little bit. And it'll go to full bore. And you can also set it to where you can also set it to where at full bore it'll also flicker. See if I can imitate that here. No, gotta go the other way. Yeah, but you get the point.
Yeah, no, we get it. Don't change anything. We get it. A lot of people ask about it. There are ways to do it. But if you just want it to be simple, just plug it into a Y connector and you're done. And it'll just work.
And also, if you see here, I unplugged the battery and left the afterburner plugged in. It's not going to do anything. Don't worry about that.
GB, just let me know.
I haven't been keeping up with the chat.
Yeah, EQ posted a video of his FMS Viper, which is the same as the Viper that's sold by E-Flight, just different color. He posted a video of his with my burner in it, and it looked really good. He put tape in there to keep it from bleeding through, and it turned out pretty good. I think I could probably get the link. Let me get the link.
And if you guys have any questions about LEDs and stuff, because I do that kind of stuff, just let me know.
Yeah, because Nate is the master for nav light LEDs. He hooked me up on my my F-22. So this link I'm putting right now, that's EQ's. That's his his Viper. EQ, I just posted it for you. And GB, it works on any plane that has a motor that it will work on. So as long as the motor is able to accept the burner the way that I make it, you'll be good. I've had people put them on the
Oh shit!
don't break anything. I had people put one on the F-86, the Avanti, the Havoc, both Avantis, the 70mm and the 90.
I always knock the damn nose coming off on this thing. I'm hanging it up. That's why they're removable. So shit like that doesn't break them.
Yep. So I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to go by whether it's scale or not. Somebody, I think, Raven Rock, he has his on his L-39. So
yeah,
just whatever you want. A friend of mine has them on their BAE Hawk, the FMS Hawk. A couple of friends have them on the Hawk.
Yeah.
So
I got one in that Sky Sword. It's all.
If you want to fire a booty, let me know. It's not hard to do.
I think it would look cool in the F-86, but it doesn't have one. So I'm not gonna put one in mine.
So yeah, so basically, as long as the motor's an in-runner, or if it's a free-wing outrunner from 80 up to 90, my burner will work.
Won't be long, and they will have them on the AL-37.
Somebody already asked me about it, so I mean I could do it. I've even had people with the what is it? It's both A10s, the FMS and the free wing A10 ask for burners, so it just depends.
I put a knob in this one. Okay.
So yeah, and then you can actuate it however you want. If you just want it to be on a switch, you can flick a switch and turn it on. Or the easiest for me, I just plug it in on a Y channel, on a Y cable on the throttle channel. That's it.
Yeah. But if you have the spare channel out, that's just the better thing. So if you want to test it without running your EDF, it's easier. It's freewing FMS the same. No, Mike Keller.
Keon, I deleted that. You better be quiet. If I reach 20 million subscribers, I'd be giving away a lot of stuff. Put it that way.
Mike Keller, no, Freewing and FMS are not the same. E-flight jets and FMS jets are the same, but no, Freewing and FMS are not the same.
No.
Keon, take that. What did he say? Every subscriber burner when he reaches 20 million subscribers. Oh man, that would be a lot of afterburners.
Yeah.
What is Nate's
Nate,
YouTube channel?
Can you post it in there, or you want me to do it?
If you just click on my name, it's there. If you click on my YouTube, you're gonna see, if you scroll down, I was a very interesting child. I used to be into ceiling fans and like desk fans. Don't ask, Ray. And those got a ton of views. My channel, it's monetized. Like I get money, and then I don't post anything on that. But I did post my 2 first glider solo flights on there. If you guys want to see some full scale stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
And that was before I was flying nice stuff. My first solo was on a Schweitzer 232. That thing was our glider port people that worked there. We just redid the thing, got a whole new paint job. It looks so nice. Cannot wait to get it back together. But the whole COVID thing. I have a 9mm FMS fan from a Super Scorpion, wondering if it will work well in the Avios Mix 17 with the stock 80.
I thought about trying that, Deuces. I think it will. I think it'll work really good.
But the stock setup in that plane is fine.
The stock setup's pretty good, but I think that the FMS would be better.
Oh yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah.
I'd love to see. Well, Frank put the same setup on my F-22 in that. And he said it didn't fly as good.
Yeah.
Too heavy. Any opinions or recommendations on HSD jets from Michael Green?
The new ones look good.
Don't you have a Super Viper there?
I do, and it's just sitting. And it needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we still got 31 people in here. Nice.
Been going for an hour and 4.
If you're going to get an HSD jet, the new ones, there's not a whole lot of work to do with the new ones. They come pretty well equipped. They're a lot stronger, better fan, better electronics. The older ones required a lot of modification to work right. The wings were kind of flimsy. The missiles were for sure flimsy.
Yeah.
Some of the, hey, what's up, Randy? Some of the other stuff just didn't work.
Yeah.
Nate, you got me curious too. I got to look at these dang fan videos.
Yeah, just
wow. Garrison Rios, you have a wrench.
Those days of my life were just bad.
Hey, at least you have the right kind of fans now.
Exactly.
Also, if you guys are interested, I'm going to be doing.
That's what got planes was the whole fans thing, because Yeah.
I have a few new fan setups I'm working on. I just sent some out to a friend up in.
You still have
a friend up in Washington. Using FMS housings and some new motors. I have 5 motors coming to me to try out. So, and I have a friend of mine help me figure out what works and what doesn't. But a friend of mine, Perry, up in Washington, I sent 2 balanced fans out to him. I had to make things work. I think I talked about this already, but I sent them up there. I had to link to fan videos. But yeah, there's more stuff coming out. Ricky, brother Ricky. Good to see you, Ricky.
I haven't seen Ricky in so long, man.
I know, it sucks not being able to fly. Ricky, you have a wrench, my friend. Thank you for coming by. If you guys ever want to see an actual air show flight, watch Ricky fly. Ricky, every single flight, everybody walks up to the fence to watch Ricky fly because he's an air show pilot.
Ricky puts AS on all his stuff, so all of his stuff is screaming.
Yeah.
8S Ricky is what we call him.
Which city? Perry. Where's Perry? I think it's near you. GB.
Yeah, Deuces. If a good setup for that F-104 would be what's in this F-16, because this is the new in-runner high performance, the 2210 kV, I think what it is. That would make that little F-104 scream. And I want to get one of those, but it has the old plastic gear, and of course it comes with the outrunner.
Yeah, Ricky, it's been kind of crappy not being able to fly with you, but I know that once we get back out to flying, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping one at least open the field by the latest in July.
Hopefully sooner. Actually, you know what? If they miss the whole time when those bugs are out, it would be great.
Yeah, the triggers. Yeah. And to be honest, it's like when I'm out there in the heat, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
That one day we were out there, it was like 109.
Yeah, but then once you stay, towards the end of the day, it gets perfect.
Yeah, that was the day that was when we first flew the Havocs.
Yeah.
I would have stayed, but I was with my grandma and she had to go back home, so we had to leave.
Yeah.
It likes lighter packs under 500 grams.
Who's he talking about? What's he talking about?
He said he put the BAE Hawk 70 millimeter fan in as a little F-104.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling him the setup in the F-16 that I have, the 2210, would make that thing scream.
Oh, it would be way too fast.
You know, it'd be even killing that is the setup, the Dr. Mad Thrust setup you have in the Sky Sword from the one that you sold me.
Yep. That's not really a speed setup though. That's more of a thrust setup.
Yeah. I mean, it makes that Sky Sword scream though.
Oh yeah, it works in that.
I'm curious to see if the paint's gonna hold up that I put on it.
It's a rattle can.
Yeah, rattle can paint. I did a lot of code.
You should be good.
I didn't really repaint that plane for the carrying of it. I was just bored. I had nothing to do. I don't really fly that plane that much, just because it's so awkward to put in the car because it's got those everything's pointy on that thing.
I have dents in the wing of my F-18 from that very thing. That's part of the reason why it had to go. So dink dink. I'm like, no.
Dinky Pinky. I mean, it's not the Dinky Pinky anymore, though. It's not pink anymore. I still left it as Dinky Pinky in my radio, though.
Yeah, Deuces, you'd be surprised how fast that Hawk is. That Hawk moves. The F-16's kind of draggy with that, the intake as it is.
Which one, mine?
No, he's talking about the, what do you call it? The 70mm Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah, those are fast.
Yeah, that thing's cool. It's just the landing gear makes it just bounce.
Yeah, I didn't care for the landing gear.
Well, you flew one for a guy.
I did, and it bounced on landing.
I know. It was like...
Yeah. Yes, Ricky, we miss everybody. It sucks having to be so far away, but, better to be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Ray's got the COVID, guys, so be careful. Surf X1. I think that's Mike.
Where? Who?
Oh,
hey. Is that Mike?
That's Mike, yeah.
Well, hello there, Mikey. Should I give you a wrench? That's kind of scary.
No, please.
It's okay.
Please don't give him a wrench.
He's got a wrench. You've been wrench. GB, they were talking about the 70mm free wing Hawk.
The one that you have, GB.
I think you have that. Yeah. Now, I always go crazy about the FMS Hawk.
Oh my god, that thing's a beast.
That's my favorite.
I want to get another one.
I munched the nose on mine, but I'll get it fixed back.
I love how it took 2 years for you to get yours munched up, and it took Mike only 3 flights.
Come on now. I think that's one of the first. No, remember that crazy formation we did?
Oh,
where there was.
Everyone Frank freaking taxied into my plane on the ground, and he started revving the throttle, and we were spinning on the runway.
Spinning around in circles.
Oh my god! And then my plane crashed that flight because he knocked my aileron loose, and I was flying with one aileron.
Flying with one aileron the whole time.
And I was like, why do I have no roll authority? And I landed the controller and just dangling there. I'm like, oh.
And then that was the time. I don't know if you saw mine flip that one time at Bayside.
I remember. I wasn't there.
Flipped over, then Frank destroyed his.
I saw the video.
Yeah, free wing Hawk is cool, but GB, if you ever have a chance, that FMS is amazing. If you've ever flown the free wing Avanti, that's amazing. But you fly the FMS Hawk and you realize that it's a scale plane that flies just as good as that.
That's the case with that L-39. That L-39 is just like the Hawk. It's scale, but it flies like an Avanti.
Yep.
You can whip it around like an Avanti.
Yep. So
the L-39 is very forgiving too, because it's got very soft suspension on the landing gear. Like I was flying it with Mike at that field, and that grass was really thick, and it helped it fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Full scale soft field landing. Hold it off as long as possible.
Yeah. The FMS Avanti is cool too. It's small, so if you're afraid of small planes or really fast things, yes, I am, Keon. I plan on it.
I know. I want to as well. I should have got that instead of that Citation, but that Citation's pretty cool. I kind of wanted one.
I like that plane because you can just fit it in the trunk in one piece.
Dude, with that new setup, it screams though.
Yep, that's why I want it back. The other one was faster. I flew with the free wing Avanti, and I was screaming past them when we were flying side by side. So it's small, so it doesn't have the same presence as the bigger one. It also has smaller gear. So
Frank did a low pass with a 70mm F-18 and scraped my canopy. Mike,
yeah,
when
he did. He actually did. He did. That was
Really?
funny. I don't think you were there, but he did.
Oh my god. Oh, Northeast FPV's in here.
Hey.
And Dennis Farley. I don't know if he's been in here.
So Dennis, I got this from GB Linden's Amazon store, and it works great.
I'm just using my computers. My computer.
Your competitor.
I can't talk straight anymore.
Northeast SPV. It's kind of late over there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's over the pond.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming by, though.
Yeah, thank you. You give him a wrench?
I will.
30 people in here. We've been going for an hour and 15.
If you guys aren't bored, we'll keep on going.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to do.
Yeah. I haven't had anybody come down the stairs tell me they want food, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, GB. I think I asked you this before, but didn't someone buy some like adult toys from your Amazon store?
Don't you have to bring that up. Nate, tell a joke. Mike Keller, if you have the FMS Scorpion, that thing's fast. You've already got a fast plane.
I want to get one of those, man. I had the Freewing one, and that, I mean, Keon can touch base on this in the comments, but Bombing, you know Bombing, obviously. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was back when I was too scared to make my own planes, and I think they molded one of the ailerons wrong because he like had no aileron control and went straight to the ground. It was destroyed, and then Keon rebuilt it, and it flew awesome. And I had it for the longest time. And you know what's funny is I got rid of it because I didn't crash it. It fell off my goddamn ceiling.
Oh.
But it was Dave Marshall that bought. Oh, of course it was Dave Marshall that bought the adult toy.
And the coconut. He likes the coconut. He
I
always
love
says
the
that.
FMS Scorpion with an in-runner.
Who's Chicha? Who's that?
Chicha. Who the hell is that?
Hello, brother. Wonder who that is.
Because the FMS 90mm fan's an outrunner, right?
Yeah, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to work because it's a high KV. It's 1900 KV.
The setup I have in my F-22, that Leopard setup is 1900.
Yeah.
I don't think Dave has bought anything from my store. May install that 90mm Super Scorpion fan on the 17. It may make it faster.
Yeah, Deuces, I've been thinking about that too. I just don't want to mess with it because it's working.
Oh my God, you had so much trouble getting that thing to fly.
Yeah, it flies amazing now, but I had to do a lot of work. The first flight was no steering, no rudder, no rudder steering servo or actual rudder because everything was
on the
burned
runway,
out.
just gunned it and hope it didn't.
Yeah, I had to make sure it was going straight and then punch it and go. I was determined because I drove all that way. It was gonna fly, damn it. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna make it happen, and it worked.
Ray will make it happen.
So anything else? Anybody? Questions? Comments?
Yeah.
Has this been a train wreck or does it actually work now?
Yeah, Keon did an amazing job. What did Keon do an amazing job at?
Oh, so Northeast FPV, it's just a little after midnight. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. But you're still up? Why are you up so late? Or you guys are sheltering too, most likely shelter in place. I think most of the world is doing that now.
Yeah. I saw this YouTube video. These two teenagers were playing a tennis match across their rooftops. Social distancing.
Yeah.
GB Linden says it is working and the audio is good. Yes, Love, I do have a channel. Love RC, I do have a channel. Just click on my name. It should just pop up.
So yeah, that interview that I did with RC Air Marshal, I was using these headphones, which are
God. The audio is horrible.
Oh, I know, they're crap. They're really good for just listening to stuff, and they've got a mic somewhere, but the mic's not very good. These guys, like I said, I got this from GB Linden's store. GB, drop that link if you want, because I'm gonna keep going back and looking for stuff that I want. These are for like Xbox and for PlayStation and stuff, but
yeah, because they're gaming
perfect on here. Yeah, they're gaming headphones, but they work perfect.
Are they wireless? Or do you have them plugged in?
No, they're wired. They're wired, but it doesn't matter. Not going anywhere.
Oh, here, love. I'll comment in the chat and you can click on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on GB's store that I actually want to get. These are, I mean, what are they? $35, something like that.
Good gaming headsets aren't super expensive.
No.
I had a good one. I had a good gaming headset, but broke it. Like I do most things. I always find a way to break things.
Yeah. Click my name. Click on the name. So, what do you guys want to see in an upcoming show? I'm probably not going to do one tomorrow, but now that I know how to do this, why not? Come up with some suggestions.
Changes daily, but under 30 hours. Do you wait? Come on, Nate. Tell me about your Flightline Corsair. Oh,
Huh?
Ricky.
Oh, Ricky. Okay.
Ricky, I love that damn plane. Flies awesome. It's not a speed demon. I mean, it's fast, but it's not a speed demon. But it's got a lot of power, and I just love. I'd like to say I have the scale touch in terms of flying warbirds. I mean, Ray can say that too. You know, I let the thing build up speed. You know, I do nice photo passes. I almost flew into Ray's head with the thing. You know, we don't talk about.
He didn't though, which is important. He didn't.
Ray's like, we always do a bunch of videos. Like you see the stuff me and Ray post, and that's not first take. And I did one pass before, and Ray's like, get closer. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he got really close. I wasn't looking. I just had the camera.
I think the prop was like right here, and you're like.
It was less than a foot from my head.
That would have hurt.
It was very unsafe.
Of course.
And yeah, Northeast FPV. I've seen your videos. You guys do an awesome job at that.
Yeah, I'd love to have some chase squad footage of us doing formation to see how close we really get.
Yeah. Hey EQ, I have one of those ME163s, and I do have it set up for rockets or for smoke. I usually do smoke because that lasts longer. I've had two of them. I crashed one, and when I was trying to show off for Ricky, I crashed it, avoiding Frank's beautiful FMS Tiger Cat. Got into a spin too low and destroyed it. But I still have the red one.
They discontinued that Tiger Cat.
The FMS?
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling that E-Flight's going to take it.
Well, that's when the citation came out. I was like, they had just canceled or discontinued the Tiger Cat. I was like, oh, E-Flight's probably going to come out with it with their name on it. John Hill, great show, guys. Keeping the old man entertained. You're welcome.
Hey, John. John's cool too, guys. John's basically whenever I post a video,
he's first
one of the first people to comment is John. So John Hill, kudos to you. Thank you for always subscribing. Not subscribing, but commenting on my stuff. Appreciate it. And yes, Mike Keller, I still am working on it. It's kind of sidelined at the moment, but still doing it. I've used smoke in the past using generators, the smoke generators from Hobby King.
Yeah.
Which require some finagling to make them work, but they last 2 to 3 minutes, which is cool.
Mike, get that Spitfire, man. We got to do some Corsair Spitfire formation. Now I want Flightline to come out with like a big Zero or a big Focke-Wulf.
Ricky, which plane are you asking about the upgraded motor? Oh, hey, CTP Watcher. Did you see the cool stuff flying over?
I got my baby.
Back to smoke stuff. I used to have the smoke system set up on my my GB, and that actually looked really cool on that. I put one smoke generator on each wheel pant and then one in a hole underneath the plane.
I want to fly that GB, man. That thing looks like so good.
It looked really cool. If you're out next time, I'll let you fly. I don't care.
Dennis Farley saying he's gonna put the thumbs down just to keep it real.
What?
Well, if you're a real YouTuber, you've always got that one person that puts the thumbs down.
So Dennis, is that you? I mean, any interaction's good interaction, but still.
I'd seen that video on YouTube.
550,000 views on a ceiling fan video? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. I would make a lot of money off those videos.
Wow.
My channel has like 2,500 subscribers. I start posting stuff on it. I want to do like what Frank does, like wear a GoPro on my hat or something and do what you do, like just post random flying videos.
Yeah, and like I said, I just do it because it's like obsessive. I mainly do it for if I mess up, I want to see what I do. Michael Green is now Mike Keller. You brought it up too, but the smoke I'm working on is going to be. It's going to be something that will be controlled by a switch on your radio, but it's going to require some work and it's going to add weight, and I don't want it to add much. So we'll have to see if I can get it to work.
GB, we just don't talk about those days, man. We don't talk about that.
Oh my God, Nate, look!
Shut up.
It's a fan. It's a fan. Oh my God.
Okay, we don't talk about how my mom thought I was mentally challenged when I was born.
That's all right.
No, they literally thought. I mean, I do have Asperger's, but not as bad as some people.
You can make it look like you shot them down. I think I have a video.
God, my mom just texted me this 911,000 views on one of my videos.
So are you monetized?
Oh yeah, I still make money off that channel.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! That's hilarious.
Oh, I would make like $100 a month off that channel.
That's crazy.
But I was a little kid back then, so my mom would just take the money.
Wow. Dennis Farley.
Asper.
some of the smartest people in the world are on those burgers.
Oh man, trying to explain that to Mike was very hard.
So I have a cool FPV video from a friend of mine, Frank. I was talking about him earlier.
I am mentally challenged with the public knowledge.
He took a chase video of me
your rocket plane
with the rocket plane.
That was cool.
So I'm gonna try to wait. Where is it? So yeah, that's my formation,
my
buddy.
mom's watching the stream.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, because she's texting me. She's like, "Not sure I gave you money."
Slave labor. So let me find this video. I'll post it in the chat.
The RC Supermom's in the chat.
RC Supermom. Yeah, big shout out to Nate's mom. She's cool. Takes him everywhere to go fly. Then she goes back and she flies.
Yeah,
then she comes back and picks him up.
No, my mom will like drive me to Livermore, and then she'll drive like another hour and a half back to Holster to Full Scale Fly, and then she'll drive back and pick me up. And she'll stay past dark for when me and Ray are doing our shenanigans.
Yep. Huge shout out. She also is cool enough to bring food and stuff out for people too. So very, very much appreciated. All right, so here, guys, this is the video.
Oh my God, my mom, the little avatar from my mom's channel is me when I was like 2 years old, sitting on one of the main wheels of a Mustang. I've been getting it since I was a little kid. I've been around airplanes all my life, but the whole fans thing, I don't know what that was. That was odd.
Yeah, guys, Cindy's awesome. Very cool peoples. So, hey, this link I'm posting right now, this is from
Hey, what's up?
That's my rocket plane.
Oh my God! I remember when you scared what's his face, Jay, with that thing.
That scared the crap out of Jay.
And you yelled it out twice.
It's okay. We're cool now. He just wasn't ready for it.
Okay, Love RC can relate. His son was the same way. He liked things that spin. My mom would take me out to Moffett every year, and I was going to Fleet Week where the Blue Angels fly since I was like born. I've been around airplanes my whole life pretty much.
Yeah, I've same here. Ever since I was a kid, run outside to see everything fly out of Moffett.
Well, yeah, we go to Moffett, see the bombers. That's what got me into planes, is like my whole fan thing, and I'd see like the B-17 start up, and I was like,
that's a big fan. Ooh.
I got a ride in Collins Foundation's B-25 when I was 4.
Oh, nice. 4?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
My mom was pregnant with my little sister when I went up with her.
Oh, wow.
I remember I got
I've got a whole bunch of videos and pictures of those planes. And now that 909's gone, I should send them pictures I have from that. Because when I first moved here in 2004, that's when they first started flying over, and they had to do all their approaches right over my house.
What's this thing saying?
Ricky, yes, Ricky, it's amazing. He's got he has a big BVM.
Is he gonna make it EDF, or is he gonna make
it is EDF. It's twin EDF.
Oh, okay.
Twin 110s.
Oh Jesus! On what?
It's huge. 14 or 12? I think it's 12.
12S on one fan, so it's like
2 fans.
Yeah, so it's like 2 fans being powered by 12S, or is it 12S for both fans?
12S for both. I think there's 2 separate sets of 12S.
Okay, so it's a 12S system, and then like he's just paralleling the batteries or something.
It's I don't know. I gotta ask him. I don't know if it's
because if that was twin 6000s, that would be like a minute of flight time.
No, it's I'll have to ask him. I don't know.
Well, because I'm thinking maybe he has the 2 ESCs wide up, so it's a single 12S, but then he can run multiple batteries to parallel them up, so he gets a shitload of flight time.
Yeah,
that's what he did with his F-14. Is he widened the motor seal and then ran 2 6500 6Ls in parallel. That's the right way to do it. So if one battery dies, you don't lose one fan. That plane got hella outdodged. Nate, you sold a glider. That's rad. Just check the video. How hard? Garrison. I started flying full scale when I was 10. I started in a Cessna 152. Well, I'd flown full scale planes before then, but when I started logging flight hours, I was 10. So I started in gliders when I was 13, and my glider instructor, I did one flight. He's like, "Oh, you're ready to solo," but I wasn't old enough, obviously. So it wasn't that much. It wasn't that hard to work. My mom always says too that I was just born natural. It's like a natural thing for me. I don't have like an ego about this. I'm not going to say, well, I'm the best, but I mean, the line people out there say I do fly better than like most of the veterans.
Farmer Man, what's up, Farmer Man?
Yay, Farmer Man's here. Jeez, 28 people still in here. We've been going for an hour and a half.
And you, my friend, you have a wrench.
I wonder if it's so dark in here. I got my windows closed. Forgot to reopen. There we go. Now it's not depression in here anymore. What's up, Farmer Man? Right behind LSE and me and my dad. See the planes fly. How many planes do you have, Nate? Farmer Man, 20-ish. 20 that I have like 20 in here that actually fly, but a bunch of my old planes that I don't fly anymore are at my grandma's house. I store them in my grandma's garage because I don't have a garage. Everything's in my room. This is where I sleep. And I've got a whole setup over here. I've got the nightstand set up with like drawers and stuff. And then I've got my big tool chest, which is like
yeah, he's got full on tool chest in there, guys. Most of you mechanics know what that is.
And this is where my charging setup is. And this is a big metal door, so something catches on fire, just close it. So this has got power and everything in here. I keep all my big main batteries that I use to keep my charger in here. We don't talk about the broken afterburner.
You broke it.
I broke it. Yeah, I know. That was out of my 80 millimeter Hornet, which, by the way, Mike, you want to talk about that? How you crashed your Hornet?
Hey, we all crash.
It's all good. I'm just joking.
Some crash a little more often than others, but
Jerry Wolfong. Get him a wrench.
Jerry, hello.
Yes, Keon. Mike crashed it on the second flight.
Thanks for coming by, Jerry. You have a wrench.
Keon, that plane, that E-Flight Hornet, when you land, you can't flare in the landing because it'll drop a wing. And yeah, Keon, he's 16. He just turned 16.
You basically just need to fly it to the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, that Hornet, there's no flare, and Mike flared in the landing, and the rest is history.
So you guys want to see a video going way back. This is from 8 years ago.
Joe Habib.
Oh, Joe Habib. Hey, what's up, Joe? This is a video of one of my first LED planes. This is the one that got me started with the whole LED thing.
Your F5 with the red.
No. This is the
talking about the Hornet, the 80 millimeter E-Flight Hornet.
This is a video that Nate did. Not Nate. Mike. What's his name? Nate. Mike. No. Frank did back in 2011 of my Dynam Sky Trainer is what they call it, but it's really a Cessna 182.
Sky Trainers. I remember that. Your Sky Trainers.
Yeah. This is
those
just the
cool.
Just the white lights on this one, but I started out with white lights, and after that, I ended up putting yellow and red, and not yellow, red and blue. It's got like 165 to 170 lights. It's a lot.
The way I do LEDs, I don't do LED strips. I just use the little Freewing 1 watt LED lights.
Hey Ricky, I think Nate left his. You're flying your Corsair stock, right?
Yeah, everything's stock. I only added a bottom beacon light. That's all I added because some of the real ones, the restored ones, they have a beacon on the bottom of them just for purposes. Ricky, that thing is awesome. I got it just because I love the shape of a Corsair, and this one's actually like scale. You know, the giant prop is to scale on the airplane. So I do not need it. At least I said it would. But yeah, that thing's awesome. And when I maidened it, Ray filmed the maiden on his hack cam. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It flies how long on a pack? Like 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes?
Oh my god, like 10, 12 minutes on a 6000. I fly it mostly with these guys. These have become some of my new favorite packs. These HRB 6000s. These things are insane. These are really good batteries. $150 for 2 on Amazon, but I fly it in that, and I can fly hard for 10 minutes. Ray always makes fun. Like, I'll come in at like 7 minutes, and the battery will have like 50% left, and he's like, "I'll keep flying."
Yeah. GB, I think you have those on your store too, if I remember right.
The HRBs?
The HRBs, yeah. He's got a whole bunch of cool stuff on his page.
Farmer Man talking about a fruit. Ricky, if you want me to bring that thing down and you want to see it, let me know. That thing, yeah, that plane's fun. The lights on it are super nice out of the box. I ordered the LED set for the F4 because I'm going to be putting lights on a plane, but the plane has a very small canopy space, and FMS lights, you can run those off straight receiver power. So I ordered some of those. Freewing LEDs, you have to run them through a controller. for most planes, unless the plane already has it, I just buy the blue box and just run a blue box for the LEDs. You don't have to plug all the flight services into it. Just plug it in and run for lights. But I'm putting lights on an airplane, but the plane has very little space, so I bought FMS LEDs so I can just plug them straight into the receiver and run them.
Welcome back, Chuck G.
Farmer Man, let me make sure I am subscribed to you. Who's texting you? That's super loud.
Yeah.
Farmer Man Rose. Oh, man, Farmer Man, I'm sorry I wasn't subscribed. I just subscribed to you, Farmer Man. Joe Habib, nothing compares to the shape of the Corsair. No, nothing does. And
Not a thing.
let me turn my cam off so y'all don't have to see me stand up in front of the camera. That's pretty cool.
All right, so let's hide that.
Let me get this thing off the ceiling and I'll show you guys since so many of you are asking about it. It's mainly Ricky. Ricky wants to see this thing. Okay, come back on here. It's 1600 millimeter, but it's got the presence of a bigger airplane, and it just flies so nice. And I don't run a gyro. I don't run gyros in any of my planes, so
It flies like it has one. I was just gonna say that. Flies like it has one.
yeah, it's just so smooth. And the way I fly is I run, moderate throws with high expo. So
That's another thing. Since we were talking about formation, if you want to fly formation,
I didn't even plug the wings back in because I put this thing back together. I need to plug them back in.
we were talking about formation. That's another important part. Expo. If you want to be good at flying formation, you need expo. You've got to figure out how to make it so that the way that I do expo, everybody's going to do their own thing. But the way that I do it, I have it so that my controls don't bleed over. So if I pull full, if I start moving my elevator, my ailerons aren't going to move, and vice versa. So you need to be smooth, and if you're going to fly formation, you need to have something that makes it so your plane's not bouncing all over the place. Having throws and having your throws set right and having expo helps with that too. EQ, not today, but that's something I can do in another show.
Throttle cut.
Here you go, Ricky. This one's for you if you're still in here.
Gear down.
And yes, Northeast FPV, if anybody knows about that, he does, because his videos are amazing.
I want to get a better view of this plane with my. But yeah, this thing's nice. I love this plane.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Just be careful that when you put these wing walk decals on it, you cut these up real good because on one of my flights, one of my flaps hung up. So be real careful that you get a good cut on that so they don't split.
Yeah, EQ, I got you. I'll get that. I might do that on one of my shows.
But yeah. Yeah, the only thing I put on this plane was I just put that bottom light on it. That's it. And I fly.
Go ahead.
I fly mine with a 6000 HRB all the way forward, and since I like the nose weight and I like the momentum of flying, like I love keeping the momentum up, I put the 2 extra disc weights they put in this. They give you those like cylinder weights. I put the 2 extras in there. Oh, whoops.
It flies way better that way. There's no tail heavy weirdness when you turn. When I fly warbirds, I like for them to, I like for the nose to dive a little bit in the turns instead of the tail. It looks weird when the tail does it.
Yeah, and I always, when I fly warbirds, I do passes. I pull up and I do passes. I keep the speed up.
Yeah.
That's how I fly any plane. It's like the case with the Su-30. People are like, "Oh, it's so underpowered. It's so slow." It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Let it pick up speed and do almost fly like you're like on a quarter pipe with a skateboard. You keep your momentum up and you jump up and down the ramp. you just keep your momentum so you don't stop. Fly like a quarter pipe pattern. I hope I got that ramp part right though. Like it's like the one where it's like an oval shape and you run up and down it and you got to keep your momentum up so you don't fall out at the top.
Yep. Also, for my expo numbers, I'm usually running anywhere from 55 to 75% on ailerons. Depends on the plane. Then again, the whole reason for me is I don't want my controls bleeding over.
Yeah. I didn't fly like that. I used to fly with high throws and low expo, but when I started flying formation with Ray, then I started taking up that. Like most of my planes, I fly between 40 and 65% expo. With this plane, I run like 70% throw on my ailerons and like 45% expo. And I have the elevator down to like 60% with like 50% expo.
Yep.
Just turn off my cam and hang this thing back up.
Guys, when does Kenny go on with his show? I don't want to stomp on his. Is he gonna go today at all? Do you know?
He'll be on till next morning, so.
That's true. He'll be on for like 8 hours.
Ugh. The nice thing about this Corsair too is it flies like a true warbird because it's got weight to it. We've been going for almost 2 hours. This is good. Got to do this again. Does it feel mushy with that much? With that much hardback?
Mm-hmm.
Chuck G said he goes on at 9 Eastern, so that's 6 o'clock here.
Okay, so we got time.
Yeah, I don't want to step on his show, even though I don't watch his stuff. Feel bad for him though. I think he put too many lights on his T-33.
2, sorry.
What are you watching there, Ray?
Nice and smooth. Now check out number 1.
Cool. The guy I was talking about earlier that I'd sent videos to. Or not videos. I got video on the brain. The guy that I sent, he sent me fans to balance for him. He just sent me videos of them running up. So I'm checking to
They
see.
sound good. They always sound good if it's Gooniac balance.
So he sent one. Let's see what the other one's doing.
He crashed the T-33 all the time. Yeah, I know, Randy. I saw his video. I think his problem, Randy, is he put too many lights on and he overpowered the ESC's internal BEP.
Ready to vibrate himself off the table with the clamp.
He put too many lights on the thing. It wasn't scale. I put lights on my T-33. His T-33 wasn't scale because the real T-33 has nav lights, a landing light, and 2 beacons. And he put nav lights, strobing lights. He put a landing light. He put 2 beacons, but then he put a triple flashing white strobe on behind the beacons. Do it the right way. That's how I have my T-33s. I have it the right way, the scale way. It's only 5 LEDs if you do it right. I don't know. Should I get down a plane that I put LEDs on and power it on?
Sure, why not? Do it.
All right. Yeah. Which one though? Which one do I get? F-22, T-33, Mirage?
Which one looks the coolest? I say F-22, if you can get it out easily.
It's right here, so I'll grab it.
Okay. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be back.
All right. Bonking into everything. Am I running Gooniac show now? Looks like I'm running Gooniac show now. It's nice and dark in here. Kenny crashed again. Yeah, Mike Keller. He crashed again. I haven't watched too much of Kenny's stuff, but he seems like a cool dude. fly this F-22 again, man. I miss flying this jet. I haven't flown this jet in like 2 months. It's one of my favorites. What's the chat saying? You should use. I'm going to try putting fuel in 15 minutes. They want to. You're back.
Yep.
All right, let's plug the F-22 in.
RC Stinger. Nate, go ahead and do what you're doing, but I'm going to answer a question from RC Stinger. It's a good question. F-106. I wanted one of those for a while. A good 80 to 90 millimeter. You know, the Mirage, everybody thinks the Mirage is cool. I'd have preferred an F-106.
Hey, the Mirage is cool, man. That thing's awesome.
Mirage is cool, but it's not a plane that I really have a connection to because it's French. I don't fly Pepe Le Pew planes. But
hope I can show this off good.
F-106.
There's
my uncle had a picture of an F-106, a huge picture. Took up the whole wall.
Yeah, so there's my F-22, guys, with the LEDs. If you are curious to see what it does look like. Oh, did Ray just put out the stream?
No, I'm giving you the screen. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here's my F-22 nav lights, the lights road, just like the real thing. Of course, it's got that light on the road. And of course, what is the EDF without fiery buoy? This is one of the older setups. It's not as bright, but it's still pretty damn bright. But yeah, so that's the F-22. So that's an airplane I did put LEDs on. This plane does not come with any LEDs except for the nose wheel. And this is one of my favorite jets to fly, guys. So. And LJ Hobby Life, if LJ Hobby Life is still in the room, he just got an F-22. And LJ, I'm gonna tell you one thing, you're gonna love that thing. It's amazing. All right, Ray, you can come back. I also put green lights in the canopy if y'all are curious, but they don't really show up well.
Gear up.
All right, Ray, I'm done. You can come back.
It's all good. I've been somebody's been texting, so I've been checking the text.
Yeah, and I also fly this with the HRB 6000. I had mostly been flying with my Admiral 6000s, and the first time I actually flew with the HRBs, it was with Ray out at the middle school, and we both went, "Wow!"
Yeah.
It was going like twice as fast, or it wasn't going much faster. It just had more punch, I thought.
For which one? The F-22?
Remember the first time I flew with the HRBs was out at the middle school.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Holy crap!" It didn't take as long to get up to speed. It was like, giddy up. This is a killer setup, too, that I have in this plane. This is the Leopard 3674 1900 kV with the FMS rotor, FMS 90mm fan rotor. That is like the top-notch setup for that plane. It's 6S, it's not 8S. And I can fly like mixed style for 6-7 minutes on a 90, and that setup only pulls about 110 amps. So it's a very low power setup.
Yeah, but it's light, and it still works really good.
Yeah, and it's got
plane is in no way slow.
Oh no, it's the Freewing 90mm shroud too, so it's metal, so it's got that whoosh to it.
Yeah,
it's a cool plane. Every time I fly that thing at the middle school, all the neighbors come outside and they're like, "Oh my god!" And that plane, it can do crazy stuff like the real one. I remember someone mentioned on your stream yesterday about thrust vectoring. That plane does not need thrust vectoring.
It doesn't need it.
It already flies like it does.
If you can fly it just before stall and it'll still whip around.
My favorite thing to do is go straight up and right as it's about to stall, kick full elevator, and it'll go on its back and just fall. That's super cool. And it'll flat spin. Poor Ricky, man. If Ricky's still in here, he was doing some crazy flat spins and recovered a little too late on one, and he went straight into the ground. Brand new too. He had just made that this morning.
Yeah, like I say, Ricky's an airshow pilot, man. His stuff is amazing.
Yeah, he's a great guy too. Very nice guy. Randy, I got hamburg problems. Pull my finger. Oh. Garrison, yes, 36 millimeter motor versus 40 millimeter or 90 millimeter EDF, 1900 kV each. I don't know. I think the Leopard motors, the one I have is 36 millimeters. It's a smaller one.
Yeah, and that's the setup that I balance for this guy is the exact same thing.
Didn't you say you were trying to balance the same setup and you couldn't get it to balance?
I couldn't get it to work because the housings were messed up.
Yeah.
So I had to use the FMS.
This thing sounds awesome. Gooniac,
yeah,
the Gooniac touch.
Yeah.
Because I remember me and Keon, we both got these planes for Camp AMA 2019. And we flew him. He has the stock 8S, which is a good setup. I mean, the 8S is great. It's actually really efficient. But I wanted to mod it up. I wanted to make mine custom. But I flew mine with the stock 9-blade 6S, and it was still good with that setup. I mean, I was getting like 4-minute flight times, good speed, good power. But when I flew this first time with that setup, I was like, wow. Yeah, Mike, he did crash into the pits. He did a flat spin, and the wind carried it back over the pits, and it went straight into the ground. It almost hit me. It hit like 20 feet away from me. I was like, what? I remember Bob cooked that day. I was eating a hamburger when the thing hit the ground right next to me. Like, Jesus.
So let's see, somebody was asking here. Garrison Rios.
They do. Make 40.
So 36.
The 4092 is a 40 millimeter motor.
Yeah, they're 40. The way that they do numbers sometimes, most of the numbers, the first number is the diameter, the second number is the length. Mm-hmm. So the ones that it's in Nate's plane is a 3674. The one that I use in my F-15 is a 4092.
Wait.
And then 4082. Yeah, the one that I use in the F-22 is a 4092.
Get him a wrench.
Jeff Custom. Hey. How many people we got? Still got 24 in here? Nice.
Yeah, 23, 24. Yeah. We've been going for almost 2 hours. I mean, we can go until 6 o'clock if Kenny decides to do a show.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I've got nowhere to be. Nobody's got anywhere to be, let's be fair.
No, hey, I want a plane on Kenny's show. I don't want to stomp on that.
That's true. We got Jim Gertz. What's up, Jeff?
Let me go back to the chat. Oh, Joe Habib. Joe Habib. Did I give Joe Habib a wrench?
I don't think you did. So we got Jeff Custom to get a wrench, Joe Habib, and Jim Gertz. And that's how you say his last name, Gertz. Get a wrench. Yeah, I miss cooking for one.
You guys have been wrenched. Chuck GRC, I won an Aeros RC airplane of Warbird of my choice. So a plane that I haven't had. I've had a lot of different planes so far. Back in the days, I had a really crazy ballistic fast
the Bearcat
P-47.
Oh.
I clipped the wings on it and put a big old huge motor in it. And it was a rocket ship.
Perry Funa.
But it didn't have retracts. It didn't look real. So there's Perry. That's the guy I was talking about earlier.
And Joe Habib. You get Joe Habib a wrench.
I did. So Perry. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did. Okay, there you go. Now you've got one.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay,
Mike. I don't know if Mike still has it, but thank you, Jeff. But Mike had the Aeros P-47, and the only problem I saw with that plane is the servos don't center.
They didn't?
No.
The one I had worked perfect. I had the Bearcat, and it worked great.
Yeah, I don't because I mean Mike was flying his in the 3S too. It wasn't enough weight in the nose, so that might have been a factor. It was probably tail heavy. You're gonna fly yours on 4S, right?
I'll try both.
I think it was a little tail heavy with the 3S.
Yeah, and that's why I use the bigger packs. I use 3500s.
Well, he was using 3000, but they were the shape of a 2200.
Yeah, I have a 2700 that's like that, but
there's not a lot of space in there either.
The packs I was using are flat, so it'll do really good.
Aero P47 likes nose weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought too.
That's how I fly. So
when I flew my buddy Mike's, I was like, wow, it was all over the place.
I'll put a not a 4,000. I'll put a 4S in there.
You know what? I have these. You know what's good in there is these. I have these 3S 4500s from Omnovic. These are
Never heard of that. Okay.
They're pretty light for only being a 4500. I used to fly these in my E-Flight Cirrus, and I'd fly for like 20 minutes.
Nice.
And I've still got that Hobby Star 6200 pack from you that I got to use it something.
Yeah, I use it, and that's something to use in a big
probably in this
slow plane. Yeah, use it in that.
This thing only pulls up 50 amps, so
perfect in there.
Yeah, they are good.
What'd you do with those roaring tops?
I still have them.
Okay, good. That would be good in there too. That'd be good in that plane.
Yeah, I still have them. They're right here. These are the ones you gave me, right? The 5800, 35.
Yeah. Oh, those are awesome packs.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim gets hey, not to get off topic. Anyone know if Horizon is open? Yeah, they're open, but they're swamped. So
I ordered a citation from them today. I hope they're open.
Yeah, their shipping's behind, but it's still coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I ordered a new F86 canopy from Motion. It was delayed a little bit, but it's getting here tomorrow. The one on it now is fine, but it popped off and cracked it a little bit.
Hey, RC Stinger, I'm more into power and realism. Yes, I like speed, but I don't want it to look ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I want a plane to have, I want a plane to have power to climb and do all of that, but I don't want it to look like it's doing Mach 2, which is ridiculous. I want to be able to enjoy it when you see it go by.
Yeah, like Mike let me fly his flex jet the other day. That thing has a lot of power and it flies really good, but I can't get over the look.
EQ I haven't looked yet, but I will. I've been meaning to look. Hamilton's Hangar. I have to look and subscribe to him too.
Jesus Christ.
What is it?
Oh, our buddy took our plane for a flight today, and he flew from Hollister up to Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
Or Merced, and he caught a tailwind coming back on flight where it says he's doing 160. He caught tailwinds and a 172 going 160. That's pretty damn fast.
Is that knots or miles an hour?
That's knots over the ground.
Holy crap, that's fast. That's almost a Bonanza speed.
Our Cessna is a beast. It's got a 180 horse in it.
Oh, I thought you said 160.
No, I that's what I thought too, but it's a 180 horse.
So that's a 6-cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, our flight instructor brought it back, and she did a low pass over her hangar in a 20-knot headwind. The thing was screaming.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what that thing sounds like.
Our new Cessna's so clean.
Is it a Continental, or do you know what the motor is?
I don't know.
It's probably a Continental if it's at 180, 6-cylinder.
Yeah, this thing's so nice. I mean, it's got LED lights.
Oh, so the nav lights and all that are LED?
Or no, just the beacon lights LED.
Oh, beacon. Okay.
The panel's super nice.
Jim Gertz. It could very well happen. I've got a whole bunch of parts showing up for my burners next week, so I'm going to get a lot more sent out. Those of you that are in the chat right now that ordered burners from me, be patient. I've had some shipping issues. It took a while for it to finally hit because I had a whole bunch of stuff.
Thompson's Hangar's here.
Thompson's here too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Where is he?
Mom, I thought it was a 160 or 180. I don't know. She's saying it's a 160. I thought it was a 180. I looked at the specs on Flyover and it said it was a 180. Like, whatever. It's all good.
151 knots. That's fast. He probably picked up what 40, 50 knots. Or no, not that much. 30, probably like 30 knots. Anyway, as I was saying, my parts got slowed down by quite a bit. But I finally figured out a way to get them. There he is. What's up, Thompsons? You got a wrench now too. Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah, what's up, Thompson?
So I've been slowed down, but I have a whole bunch of stuff coming next week. So I'll get lots of stuff sent out over the next 2-3 weeks. And I don't know if anybody's here that did a multiple order. There are a few people who did multiple orders. Since I do everything myself, those take a little bit longer. I tend to fill the smaller orders first, just because it's going to eat up a lot. So I'll get to you. It's worth the wait. Don't worry.
Yeah. Luckily, Ray is on speed dial for me, so I get my stuff fast.
Yeah, Nate lives close, so.
I get it hand delivered.
Hector LeBron. Let's see. You have a DX8. Nate, do you use those antennaless Spectrum receivers?
No, but I did put one in Jack's Yak 130 that I gave to him, and they work great.
Yeah, I've heard a few people with really good.
I got one from Keon, and I might put it in Sky Source, who knows? But Jack,
people have had really good results with those.
Yeah, Jack put in the tube deeps here, man.
Oh yes, cool. What's up, man?
In the tube deep.
You made it. Yeah, because all the other times we keep missing them.
I'm sorry, bro, but I feel bad. I'm showing off my SU-30 when his went straight to the ground.
Oh, he's working on it.
Oh, he's fixing it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Keon put an antennaless in his Freewing F-22.
Is that the one that was giving you issues the whole time with the drop frames and stuff?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is I put one in Jack's FMS Yak, and he hasn't had any issues with it.
And yeah, I do what Perry's saying too. You could run an Admiral 6 or 10 channel. I'd use the lemons. I prefer lemons, but either one of those will work.
I just hate they're not carrying them in the short antenna.
Nobody is anymore, so I can't find them. Perry, we'll figure out what's going on with your EDF too. I think that your spinner might have moved, or one of the weights came off.
Thank you in the tube deep, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Flying that F-22 in the tube deep and then getting in the SU-30, they land very similarly, except the SU-30 will sink a lot faster because it's a heavier airplane.
Yeah.
But people ask me, like, how the hell you land the thing so slow? And I'm like, I don't know. I just land the plane. Okay, well, that's also another thing we could talk about, too, is, like, high alpha landings.
Yep.
And just landing in general. The way I land my plane super slow is you set your pitch attitude with your elevator, and you control your ascent and descent with your throttle. Don't control your altitude with your elevator. Control with your throttle. So I set my pitch, and then my altitude is determined by throttle.
Yeah.
And
hey, Thompson's message me on Facebook.
Thompson, are you getting rid of your SU-30? I love what you did with the Afterburners and your SU-30. Yes, Perry. I know. I showed him off earlier. You probably weren't in here. Is Thompson selling his SU-30?
I don't know if he has one.
He has one.
Thompson's hangar messaged me. We'll figure that out. I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, come on, Jeff Custom. Get those burners in your SU-30.
Yeah, man, I got them to you. I think you've got a couple different options now, too. So when you get a chance, go ahead and throw them in. Let's see here.
Here, you know what? Just because there's more people in here, let's show them the burners again.
Yeah, go ahead if you want. And then if you're going to do that, let me, once you get them close, I'll move my screen out of the way so you can see you.
All right. Give Jeff a sneak peek as to what he's going to see.
Hey guys, I'll be silent for a minute while Nate does this.
All right, guys. You guys want to see some fiery booty action? Let me get this thing set up here. Let me grab a 6S pack. Get my radio on here. SU30. All right, let me strap that in here real quick. And I fly this thing with 6,000 packs all the way back. That's I found the best success. I'm using a Lemon RX 7-channel. Not using the AS3X. Not a big fan of AS3X. Don't use it in any of most of my planes. Only if I buy like the little Horizon foamies, I'll keep it in those, but nothing else. Take it out of all the jets. All right.
Gear down.
All right. Pan the camera down here. Turn off the lights. All right. Yeah, those things are bright. Very, very bright. And I have these set up. If anybody was in the room earlier, how I talked about the spare channel, that's how I have them set up. So all I have to do is just hit my throttle cut and they run. And, you know, with the throttle cut setup, you can do it to where you can make these guys do a flicker almost. Let me see if I can get it to do it.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
There you go. You can make them flicker at full bore. So, and then you can also make them flicker when they come on. Yeah, you get the point though. All right. That's that. Put the wheels back up. All right, Ray, you can come back. I don't even know why you leave in the first place. This is your stream, not my stream.
It gives you the whole screen, that's why. When I move my face out of the screen, then you can see the whole plane.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is a highly recommended jet. It's very expensive, I realize, but if you're willing to drop the money on it, it's a great airplane. It's one of my favorites to fly. Also, that F-22. That's one of my favorites to fly. One of my newest favorites to fly now is either the F-86 or the L-39. The L-39 is becoming my favorite. But the F-86 pleasantly surprised me on how good that thing flies.
I've got to see that L-39. That looks pretty cool.
I love the camera on it. So F-18 or SU-30? Jim Gertz, what F-18? Or which one? If it's between the E-Flight F-18 or the SU, definitely the SU. Yeah, Perry, I have the F-86. I got it from my buddy Mike. I got it for free from him, but it was one of the older ones, and I put an FMS 2000 kV fan in it, and it rocks. I think it's better with that than with the stop fruing in runner. It's definitely better with the FMS. Yeah, Jim Gertz. If it's between the E-Flight F-18 and the E-Flight Su-30, definitely get the Su-30. Yeah, Jim Gertz. That's the question. What's between the F-18 E-Flight or the E-Flight Su-30? I told him to get the Su-30.
Good to see you, Ricky. Thanks for coming by.
Ricky. Great to see you, man.
So Perry, let me see what Perry was asking.
He was just talking about how the F-86 rocks with the new Inrunner.
Have you flown it with the new Inrunner, Perry?
I know that Octane guy on Instagram, he got one with the Inrunner. He said it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
The thing about the F-86 too is that fan is heavy, but the fan is right under the wing, right on the CG. So
Jim Gertz, what's your history with the F-18?
Jeff Custom says he's watching Top Gun. Ray, how many subscribers?
Two gun. I think he's missing a letter.
750 subscribers. We're gonna get you what is it? 1,000? You can do super chats.
Yeah.
VAQ 135. Did you fly in that squadron, Jim? VAQ 135.
Did you fly with those guys? Thanks for coming by, Chuck G.
See you, Chuck G. I don't know if I'll be in Kenny's stream tonight. I'm probably gonna eat a nice big dinner after this. Let me see. Let me check Kenny's channel if he's premiering a stream.
In the tube deep, no. We've had a C-130 today. I kind of almost dropped my computer running out to see what was flying over a little bit ago, but it was a Piaggio Avanti. But no, not a whole lot of stuff. The other couple days, there was other cool stuff. Tuesday, a C2 flew over.
Oh, Jim Gertz was a backseater in that. In the
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
So cool. Now I can ask you. I've been wondering about the backseaters. Are the backseaters actual pilots too, or do they? I know they're. What do they call them? Wizzos or Rizzos, whatever they call them.
Oh,
Could you fly the plane too, or were you just there as a weapon systems operator?
C2, you get. Oh yeah, the Arrows MiG-29.
That one I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, look at I just got my hands on a new toy. I got one of these.
Oh, you got one? I heard that noise. Yeah.
Yeah. This thing's cool, man.
I've got some smart packs on the way.
You ordered smart batteries? You ordered some smart batteries?
Yeah. The guy from up there at the club by Bauman, he was selling some that he got with planes that he doesn't need.
Which ones? What are they?
They're smart packs. I think 2200s.
3S?
3S and 4S.
Oh, nice. Are they the 30C or the 50C?
One's 30, the other one's 50.
Nice.
So.
Be curious to see how the 50C one does in like the Mustang or something.
Yeah, I'm going to use them in the ME163.
You can also use them in your. Well, no, the P-47 will be.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I want bigger packs for that. So Jim, you guys don't fly. Could you fly if you had to? I've always wondered about that because I've seen the new growlers and they've got 2 people in them. But I've wondered if the guys in the back seat are actual pilots too, or if they're just working all the sensors and weapon systems.
Anyone seen the COVID drones? No. Yeah, I love mine. Easy to read in the sun too. Yeah. Gooniac.
What I like is they're backlit, so they come on at night too. You can see them at night.
I just installed 2 AL-37 EDFs in my Dynam Gloucester Meteor. I custom.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, that Gloucester Meteor from Dynam has like caught my attention. That thing's cool. That's different, and I have. Actually, I don't have fans, but I could get 2 fans. I'd love to see 2 of the F-16 high performance fans in that thing. We'll make it scream on 6S.
So let's see. Yeah, EQRC was asking if you would ever bored out a motor compartment to fit a bit bigger. I'm working on that right now. And I have done it a few times.
He's putting an 80 millimeter fan in one of the 70 millimeter F-16. He's putting an FMS 80 in it.
Yeah, and then there's a little. Dang it, Nate! You let the cat out of the bag. I wasn't going to tell him what it was. It's okay. The back in the days when I flew 50 millimeters, I put a 55 into a 50, and it was not good because it was an AMX which has no wing, so it would spin like crazy. I had to throw the thing like crazy to get it going.
You'd have to throw it on its right side so it's spin level.
Yeah, literally. And one time I powered it up when it was in a stall, and it just sat there and spun around like crazy.
I remember Ben. You probably remember Ben from Livermore. I remember the one time he's like, EDFs don't have torque. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. I did a whole video series on that.
I know. I saw those old videos. You hold them in your hands and they just spin.
Yeah, spin around. Yep. Let's see. Okay, cool, Jim. Thanks for answering the question. Always wanted to know that.
Gooniac, how do you like the ME262? I was thinking of getting it.
Which one?
Joe Habib. Yeah, I was going to say which one. The Freewing. The Dynam one, I got one. Sharam gave me a Dynam one for free. That plane flew pretty good. That flew stock.
The only issue with those is they need. Ooh, wow, Perry, that meteor looks amazing.
Here, send it to me. I want to see it.
Very cool. Copy. Just gonna send you one. He sent me 3.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see this thing. See what it looks like. Oh wow, wow, that's very nice. I dig the red. That's really cool.
Let me send you the picture of the real plane. If you can hold it up, people can see on the camera because mine's not as good as yours.
Perry's custom Gloucester Meteor. That's what it looks like. That looks amazing. Nice red color, and then Ray's gonna send me the picture of the real plane to compare. Yeah, that looks awesome. Did you
There you go. You should have it.
Oh yeah, and this is what the real plane looks like. The real Gloucester Meteor. That's what it's gonna look like. That's the real one. So you guys can see that. And Perry, was that? I'm assuming that was mostly done with a rattle can.
Nate, I'm going to go off screen for a minute. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. Yeah, that does look awesome. So we're gonna probably end here pretty soon so that we're not stepping on Kenny, his stream. But he hasn't premiered a stream yet, so I don't know if he's even streaming tonight. Let me check. 51. Yeah, it doesn't show that he's doing a stream. You guys know what time Kenny streams? It's 9 o'clock Eastern, right? Hangar 51 marathon, yeah, no kidding. There's like 23 people here. These strings keep us sane, man. Yeah, they do, GB. I think I could repaint the E-Flight. Yeah, you could, Jim Gertz. You know who did a nice repaint on an E-Flight F-18 was Farmerman Rose. He painted it up in a Canadian scheme. That was really cool. Okay. Yeah, Randy, we're down here in California, so that would be, 6 o'clock for us, 8 p.m. Central, I think. Wish they had base rate. Yeah, Jim, that's what I wish the E-Flight was doing, like Motion does. Motion, sells like the Kit Plus, and then they also sell like the gray, which is really cool. And then, you know what? I'll pull up if Farmerman.
Right, I'm back.
If Farmerman is still in here, I can pull up a picture of his custom F-18. His looks really good. This is Farmerman Rose's custom Canadian E-Flight Hornet. Looks pretty cool.
Canadian demo team puts on a really good show at Fleet Week too.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by, Jeff.
Oh,
Much
yeah.
appreciated. Man, I still got 23 people. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I know. We've been going for 2.5 hours.
So I've only got a few more minutes, and then I'll sign off so that
Yeah.
Kenny can have his time, and so that I can go figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner.
Yeah, and I want to see if Mom can get. If you guys want to go to Sacramento tomorrow to go fly?
Possibly, maybe.
See if I can convince Mom to take the day off.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't. It's very, and I have online class tomorrow anyway.
No, yeah, I probably won't.
That'd have to be on a weekend. Tomorrow's what, Friday? Jeez, it's the end of the week already.
I don't even know what day. I don't even know the days anymore.
Surprisingly, this week went by fast.
Hey Perry, good. Thanks for coming by, and I will message you later. I think you might have bumped your spinner, but we'll figure that out.
See you, Perry. Good luck getting that meteor finish. I think's cool. Randy, which one is it? The little one? I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to have 25 to 30 mile an hour winds. That sucks, Dennis. Come down to California when this whole COVID thing stops. You'll be blessed with no wind. Well,
No, there needs to be some more West Coast events. I mean, I can't load up my planes and I can't drive clear across the country all the way over to Florida.
going all.
I mean, I could, but
Yeah, not in your sedan. No way.
yeah.
That would be.
And EQ, never seen the red arrows. I didn't get to see them fly by either. They flew past
I've seen the
on
red
the
arrows.
bridge.
I saw the red arrows fly once when I was 3 years old, and I don't remember anything of it.
They did a West Coast tour, and I didn't get to go down there. I should have.
Right, I won't count.
And then they flew by the Golden Gate in the Tube Deep.
See
Thanks for coming by, and good luck getting that plane put back together. Hopefully, we can see it soon.
Mm-hmm. The Alanka.
Cool, guys. This has been fun. Appreciate everybody hanging out.
Yeah.
Sheesh, I'm starting to do like Kenny. I'm already 2.5 hours in. Jesus.
I know. It's funny that goes by fast when you're doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's like that one night I did that Instagram live with Mike. We went for 2 hours. I didn't even know. He was like, I'm like, what time is it? And he's like, I think it's like 9 o'clock. I look at my phone. It's like 11:30. Like, what?
So you ended up going after I kept going after I got off? Was it that same day or a different one?
No, that was on like Thursday of last week. So that was like a week ago today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dennis, are you in Texas?
Yeah, he
You
is.
must be midway.
Yeah, he's in Texas, I think. Texas.
That's that's a little too. I don't like driving.
Yeah, no,
Not crazy long. I've driven down to LA to fly one time. That was
hey, I'll fly. You know,
5 to 6 hours.
If me and my mom take our plane up to Joe Knoll, because we could land out there, because it's a full scale strip. That would be fun. Because that thing's got a generous space in the back. I could stuff like at least 2 jets in there and go hang out.
That's something to think about.
Stuff
Maybe if
he can come with us.
no, I'd have you take my planes, take my planes and stuff, and then I'd meet you guys there.
Yeah, it would take us a few days.
I think Null in the fall might get canceled too, Keon.
Yeah, that's probably going to get
I think pretty much all events for this year are going to get canceled. As it's looking right now, I'm probably not going to be going back to work until either the beginning of July or possibly later.
Me and Keon aren't going back to school for the rest of this year. So
my son, he's a senior in high school, and he's not even getting to do the whole graduation thing. So
you and Nate know in the fall. Yeah, EQ. It may happen one day. We'll see. If anything, though, I'd probably go with my mom and fly our 172 up there.
What's the range on the 172?
Well,
is Mama still here?
I don't know the exact number, but our flight instructor said on a full tank of gas, don't go more than like 3 hours and just refill it. Because the one problem with that airplane is the fuel gauges are not very accurate. My flight instructor said, because my flight instructor flew it up from Arizona back here. She said after like 3 hours of flying, the fuel gauges were hovering just above half, and that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah.
Okay, Jermaine, thanks for hanging out.
See you, Jermaine.
And if you guys start all heading over to Kenny's, we'll just end this.
Then I go to. Yeah, you can. If you live in South Carolina, you're close.
Yeah, South Carolina is literally as far across the coast as you could, across the country as you could be. You're on the Atlantic Ocean, and we are on
the Pacific Ocean.
Pacific. So yeah.
Dave's RC though, he's at the tip.
No, he's even further up.
He's up in Maine.
So EQ, how far are you from the Outer Banks? I'm always watching that show. See you, Dennis. Guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming too. This was cool.
Yeah,
an impromptu, and I still got almost 30 people, over 30 at one point. So
yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody.
So Fred Barron, what's up?
Fred Barron's showing up as we're getting ready to end.
Yeah.
Fred Barron, have you flown your SU-30 yet? Robert Orley.
Hey, Robert Ortley. Hello in Canada. And hello Cape Cod for Joe Habib.
Nate, we have an airport in our little town for your plane. Hey, GB, we'll make it happen. We'll fly up to Washington. See you soon. No. We plan to take that plane all over the place. It's a nice plane. It's perfect for it. Nice stream, gentlemen. See y'all soon. See you, Chuck G.
Thanks, Chuck G. So, guys, yeah, we're probably going to end here because it's almost 6. I don't know when Kenny's going to start, but we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And most of you guys hung out with us the whole time, so I appreciate it. And I don't know what's going to happen from here, but it's been fun. We can do it again.
Oh, yeah. Can you do more than 2 people on this, or is it only 2 people?
I think I can do up to 3.
Oh, okay. So we can get Keon or Mike in here one day.
one of those two, or anybody else that's interested in talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, I'm gonna get going. Good to see you
All right.
guys.
Good seeing y'all. Thank you for stopping by.
Like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Subscribe to Gooniac. So, yeah.
We'll
See you
talk
guys
to you guys
later.
later. All right.
Bye.